Are you getting the results you want from your relationships? What I mean by that is, are you reaping the things that you want to reap from those relationships? I'll give you an example. I've got lots of people in my life that are parents. And parents, when their kids are getting older, they're going, my kid's reacting in these ways, and I don't understand this, I want to change it. Well, you know what? You kind of reap what you sow. Now, I'm not putting blame on everyone of saying your business relationships and your kids and everything else is your fault. There's always more dynamics involved, okay? So nothing is completely your fault. Having said that, you can be influential in those relationships. And if the pattern that I see mostly with parents is that parents do things for their kids, or a boss will do things for their employees, or a coworker will do things for other coworkers. Don't do things for other people. I'm going to be careful with what I'm saying here. I'm not saying don't help people. I'm not saying don't improve people's lives in some ways. But when you are doing things for people, what can sometimes happen is you steal the learning opportunity from them. If you do something for somebody, you are taking away their ability to learn in the process. So the title of this video is Don't Steal the Learning from Other People. We've heard the phrase, it's far better to teach a person to fish than to give them a fish. Why is that? Because when you give somebody a fish, you're only helping their hunger for a day or for a few hours at most. When you teach a person to fish, you are feeding them for the rest of their lives. They can take care of themselves. You're empowering them. Now, this is difficult for some of us. When we love helping, we love making a difference in people's lives, we get a rush from being the person who's fixing everything. That is not okay. It's okay to get the rush from it. What's not okay is stealing other people's learning simply for our own rush. So help other people in a legitimate way. How do you do this? The way you do this is walking with them. Don't do it for them. I'm constantly talking to my daughter about this with my son. My son is younger, and he'll be working on something, and my daughter will say, hey, do it this way. This is how you do it. And I'm constantly reminding her, hey, listen, don't do that for him. Allow him to wrestle with the problems. If you do not wrestle with problems, you don't learn. And if the people in your life don't wrestle with problems, they don't learn. So again, think about your family members, but also think about the relationships at work. Are you doing everything for other people, or are you allowing them to learn on their own with some help from you? We believe that when we're talking, it helps people so much. It doesn't. What helps people mostly is when you ask a great question and allow them to think through the process. There's something called the Socratic dialogue, or the Socratic way of questioning or learning. And what that is you ask somebody a good question and they will learn on their own if you ask the right question, rather than doing it for them or giving them the answer. So my challenge for you today is empower the people around you. Don't steal from their learning. Don't do it for them. Allow people to learn. Allow people to grow. Because if you don't teach them by allowing them to learn on their own, they're going to be incompetent for the rest of their lives. Sometimes. Because they haven't learned the skill of learning. Excuse me. They haven't learned the skill of learning. And because of that, they won't be getting everything they can from life. Don't steal the learning opportunities from other people. But you know what? It's going to be hard at times to give some control over to other people. It's going to be hard sometimes because you're going to go, well, this person might get hurt. This person might have a financial problem. They might have what? That's okay. Let them learn. Let people learn. And everyone will be happy for it. You will bring far more value to other people. What I want you to do is enjoy this process. It's going to be difficult. It's not convenient. It's not comfortable. I want you to enjoy the process. Allow other people to learn, empower them, and see that growth in their lives. And then delight because you've been a part of it. And get the rush.